Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for NSFW is brought to you by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com.
This is NSFW episode 53 for December 7th, 2010. Christopher Coppola and the Infinite Sadness. This episode of NSFW brought to you by Squarespace. Head on over to squarespace.com to sign up for your free, no-risk 2-week trial and use promo code NSFW to get 10% off the lifetime of your order. And Carbonite. Back those assets up to the cloud using Carbonite.com. It's safe, it's effective, and it backs it off-site. It'll be totally safe. It's not going anywhere. It's Carbonite, yo.
Oh, there we go.
Tommy Scratch Beat.
You need me too. You got me feeling funny. I guess that's what you do. You got that sex syrup, hot and sticky, baby. Come and overflow on my pancake love. You got that sex syrup, hot and sticky, baby. Come and overflow on my pancake love. And you close your
All right, I say that's enough. I say it's go time. That means, forget it. Stop singing, sir. Stop singing. It's time for NSFW, the new show full of wit, the new sauce for the Nets. The man responsible for insisting that be our opening video is none other than Professor Justin Robert Rubles. What is going on, Justin Robert Young, sir?
Right, we're just keeping the turquoise Jeep rolling. That is Sex Syrup. Hit it up on YouTube. But I could not be more excited for tonight's episode. Brian Brushwood. We have the Digivangelist himself. He comes from probably the most famous family in filmmaking, and he is a man whose process and method to storytelling in a digital era is truly inspiring. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you Christopher Coppola.
Christopher Coppola, the Digivangelist, Slimmer, right here with us, right here at NSFW. Holy cow, how are you doing, Christopher?
You know what? I'm doing great. I have my martini. I'm a little sad because my cat just split on me. But I'm gonna blame you guys for that because you said James Bond instead of The Godfather, and he's school, you know. But I love James Bond. But it's an honor to be here. And you guys have great energy. I like your whole odd couple thing going on.
we get that a lot. People come up to us and they say, "You guys are a very odd pairing for a homosexual couple." And we're always very flattered when we hear that.
Yeah, no, we are. It's really something that
gay porn sells, right?
That's the rumor on the internet. Is you want the money's in the gay porns is what it's at.
I'll tell you what. You always know that it's a great interview when the guest brings up the profitability of gay pornography in the first 5 minutes. That's always the good, sure sign.
For those of you guys just joining us, you're watching NSFW, the new show full of win, the new sauce for the Webernets. I'm Brian Brushwood, as always joined by Justin Robert Young. And this week, we have nothing less than film royalty right here from the Coppola family. It is Christopher Coppola, the Digivangelist. Tell us a little bit about what you do. What does that mean to be a Digivangelist? You go up and you throw cell phones at people?
I'm actually probably, when I get mad, would probably do that, but I have a little bit of anger management going on, so I don't do that. But let's just go back to this big Coppola dynasty, whatever you want to call it. Where that came from. Where that came from was two first cousins kind of getting on, and one of the cousins, the woman, was missing a nose from a rare disease, and the other cousin was the very handsome, son of the robber baron, because we all come from highway thieves in southern Italy. Okay, you don't want to mess with us. We come from highway thieves. So But what happened was the very handsome son hated his father with a passion, and his father wanted his son to marry into royalty, to get out of the whole highway, banditry, to basically become a family of some stature. So what happened? And here's what's interesting. Normally it's the second son that has to marry the unwed woman, because in a Southern Italian family there cannot be one member that isn't married, and so even a noseless woman has to be married. So normally it would be somebody like me, the second son, that would have to just do that for the sake of the family. But the handsome
Take
son
one for the
was
team.
the ace.
You have to sit on the grenade in the modern parlance.
Yeah, exactly. You have to take one for the family. But the handsome son, who was the ace to get the Coppola family out of the highway banditry, said that to his father, and he eloped with the noseless cousin, who was actually quite beautiful when she wore a scarf. But my family comes from that union. Okay. There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of there's first cousin incest, whatever you want to. And so yes, there's a lot of interesting blood in politics, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that the Coppola family has so much talent. It's like the last Hollywood dynasty. Now, where do I fit in?
Sure.
Wait.
Besides, of course, a keeper and a historian of this legendary epic tale, how the Coppola family began from a butterface.
Butterface. Again, let's be respectful. She looks beautiful.
Of course, respect.
Okay, but and her name was Philomena, and I did see a picture without the scarf, and it kind of scared the hell out of me as a little kid. But I am known, and I think unjustly so, as the pirate of the Coppola family.
All right, and that's one thing I wanted to address right up front, because there are people who have some things that are inappropriate to say, but when they hear that Christopher Coppola is the pirate of the Coppola clan, let me just be very clear. This does not mean that you have a stash of VHS copies of The Godfather or anything like that, right?
No. I believe you need to control your art, but in all fairness, you're not going to stop piracy. It's just not going to go away. What you have to do is learn how to use it and to make a name for yourself. I mean, obviously, big names don't need to do that, but you're not going to stop it. You need to learn how to use it to make more money. I mean, that's just the way it is. You're not going to stop piracy. But I don't have to worry about that, because no pirate wants what I do. Okay, so but I am the pirate of the... They call me the pirate of the Coppola family probably because of my do-rag and all this. I'm also
and the fact that you kill people and take their money.
No. I do ride. I do ride with some, people that probably 1%ers.
Ne'er-do-wells.
I get along with everybody. I don't judge anybody as long as we treat each other with dignity and politeness and grace. I'll ride with a guy that has probably been around the block, and you learn from them. Okay, but let me get on. You guys are interrupting me.
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's all you.
The other name I'm known as is sometimes the badass, cat-loving biker, older brother of Nicolas Cage. Now, okay, I am older. I'm 2 years older. He has my voice. I do have a cat who left me because he's bored, but he rides on my motorcycle, and he's been on Cats 101. But okay, so now we have that. But the one thing that I'm most proud of that I've been called is the Digivangelist, okay? And partly because I like to use digital technology, and I think it's great that we're doing this Skype, TV interview. I love that kind of stuff. It's immediate. It's right there. It's in your face. You get a little bit of a moment going. Somebody might learn something and might get a good giggle out of it. But I believe in using digital technology to go into communities and show people how to use it, to be able to tell their stories, to be able to share themselves heart to heart. And that's what I do. And that's the thing that makes me most proud as somebody, the member of the Coppola family, that has taken a little bit of the clout, a little bit of the fame, and used it for a common good.
So Christopher, you cracked the seal before we even had a chance to. We were actually not even going to really even mention, that you're Nicolas Cage's brother, but because I don't know, it's like I think people in general want to be judged on their own merit, and that people want to be, we introduced you as Digivangelist, but meanwhile the chat room was asking who is this guy? Tell me about him, and it's you that brought up, it's like, well, anyway, being Nick Cage's brother.
Well, it's better that I did it because I needed to cut to the chase and get that off the table.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
Cut it off the table. It might as well come out of me, instead of you guys. And I get a lot of silly remarks. And you know what? Quite frankly, it's fine because I can see why people get excited about that kind of stuff. I've grown up with it and watched how. I mean, look, you could take a pizza man and nobody notices and put them in a Bentley, and then suddenly everybody notices them. You could take a plumber and put him in a Versace suit with a Rolex, and suddenly everybody thinks he's a somebody. So
right.
It's just the way it is. I don't, it's just been around forever. The more you own, it goes both ways. The more you own, the more you flash, the bigger you are to some people. It's like the looky-loo thing. But then it's also those that get rid of everything and do a lot of good that are also noticed. It's just a human condition. But I don't want to get boring here. But
and so did you ever go through any kind of bitter phase? Because I know there's bizarre sibling rivalries that occur, and it sounds like the fact that you started off saying, oh no, I'm cool with it. It never occurred to me that you wouldn't be cool with it. But I don't know. I mean,
well, the whole family is talking with Tal. I mean, he's first cousins with Sophia and Roman Coppola, and Nick Cage, of course, Francis Ford Coppola. It seems like the whole family is always constantly working, and the creativity is always kind of rewarded, no matter which part of the family's creating it, right?
Let's get a little bit into the sibling rivalry. I would say definitely there is some of that. People want to be acknowledged for what they do. You also know certain things, and you would never share those things at all about what's inside yourself. But definitely when people, if you sit at a table and you're with all your famous relatives, and people you don't know are at the table too, and they ask you, what are you at this table for? And you say, well, I'm actually a family member. I mean, it's just that gets a little annoying after a while.
Of course.
It also gets annoying when you go into a women's prison about digitally empowering the women to tell stories, and they're all nice and everything, and then someone says, oh, hey, man, that's Nick Cage's older brother, and suddenly I'm being chased by women prisoners. But I was there to help them. But now they're chasing me, okay?
Yeah.
So that gets
in a sense that they want to get to know you or talk to you about Nick, or that they're really upset about National Treasure.
Probably partly that, but I think I've noticed that, and I don't think this is something that my brother approves of at all, but big stars have big entourages, and sometimes the big entourages, the guys especially, are able to really kind of go to the club and get any girl they want, which is also a kind of odd human trait. So who knows? Maybe the ladies thought by chasing me they might get to chase my brother. I don't know. But all I'm saying is that is annoying. But you don't judge it. You try to understand it. If it makes them happy, you go with it. As long as you're sincere about what you're doing, and you don't, who cares? I mean, I don't care. I love what I do. When I see people affected by what I do, I like kids. I like the elders. I try to bridge. I'm everybody's big brother.
Right.
I'm Nicholas's big brother, and we grew up together. I helped him out. He helped me out.
I'll tell you, not anymore. As of tonight,
man, different path.
As of tonight, you're our big brother, because we have right now the first annual Christopher Coppola's 10-second film festival starting right now tonight. Justin, what's the game we're playing, buddy?
All right, everybody, if you paid attention to our early part of the show, then you heard that Andrew Main, the genius, the debit daddy, the man behind the Weird Things podcast and WeirdThings.com, came up with this idea that we'd have a 10-second film festival. We encouraged everybody to submit their entries, and they did, and they're great, and we'll play them. But we are going to have a quick fire challenge. Yes, no one has any preparation. If you are watching this live, then you are just as close to winning as everybody else. And Brian, we have one theme that they're going to have to adhere to, right?
Yes, it's positivity in the universe, right?
No.
It's the achievement of mankind, right?
Absolutely not.
It's the world is a beautiful and complex system, and we're all happy for our place in it.
You're dumb for even saying that, Brian. Our one theme for which you must adhere to in our quick fire 10-second film challenge is the unnerving sadness of freedom.
The unnerving sadness. Oh, let me type this in. Sadness of freedom. Okay, that's the.
Here's what you need to do, folks. And as the Digivangelist preaches, we will abide by, get out there, webcam, cell phone, flip camera, any recording implement possible, and shoot 10 seconds of some film that adheres to the unnerving sadness of freedom.
And then
you
where
can do
should
whatever you want.
they should post it to YouTube, and then they should send us a clip at what address?
NSFWshow@gmail.com, which is where you send everything. But make sure that quick fire is in the subject line. Make
Yes.
sure that so we can separate them.
All right. So do you want to just jump? Actually, before we jump in, I do want to take a look at your project of the Digivangelist. Let's take a quick look at this movie right here. And I apologize, I don't have it formatted correctly, but let's take a look at the Digivangelist.
Camera. Did you like this camera? I like it. We're mounting this to your quad, and you're going to ride it all over Bernaldo with all the beautiful lights for the San Bernardino festivities. You are now the cameraman, okay? Okay. Okay. Let's start it. No, please. I'm flattered, and The Godfather is a great flick, but that's not why we're here, okay? No, El Padrino, no. È O Solo Mio? O Solo Mio?
Ma
O Solo Mio?
ho capito.
Oh.
Mettetevi d'accordo. D'accordo. Vieni a spiegare tutto. Vieni qua, vieni.
No.
vieni.
It's El Padrino is just too.
Oh,
El Padrino
Solo Mio,
is
oh,
just too
Padrino.
obvious.
Hold on, are you in Italy when you're doing this?
I'm actually in Bernaldo, which is the birthplace of my family, where my noseless, great grandmother. That's the place. That's the highway robbers.
And they don't know O Solo Mio?
No, they do. They obviously do, and he plays it. But they're so happy to have. I mean, they're so proud of the Coppola family because they came from there and they're famous, and
I see.
it makes them happy when. I mean, I was a rock star there.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. No,
I'm a
Prima uno,
Coppola,
prima l'altro.
and I don't
Una volta
like.
sola.
I don't want to hear that. I didn't write The Godfather. I didn't direct it. My uncle did. My little boys, they love Oh Solo Mio. Oh, grazie.
Vamos.
Please. Okay. Thank you. Grazie. Bye-bye. Ciao. Ciao.
So what's going on in this clip? Because we got a lot of audio listeners who are totally lost right now. The setup is you.
Well, first of all, the guy that's on the quad is a handicapped guy that has a stutter, and people love him. But he's sort of like an interesting character.
Carabiner.
Digital camera. Show him how to strap it to his quad and go around and shoot Bernaldo, because they were having this great festival of San Bernardino where they put lights up. And it was showing digital empowerment for, somebody that you normally wouldn't expect having a camera doing that. And seeing the fact that I'm a Coppola in this town and having people play The Godfather, I always wanted to steer it towards them, and they were the special people. And obviously some of that, it was coordinated,
All right.
'cause it was funny.
What the chat room right now is howling to start the film festival. Are you ready to watch our first 10-second film festival challenger?
Let's go for it.
All right, let's go. Do you have a pick here you want to get us started, Justin?
I haven't watched none of them, so no.
Okay, let me click on one of these right here. Actually, I should probably.
We of course we are trusting at OMG_Chad, young Chaddington, who is curated all the selections that came in. Thank you to everybody who participated and everybody who is participating right now in the big quickfire challenge. But Brian, please go ahead. Let's play our first.
This first one is called Poor, Poor Richard.
A penny saved is a penny earned for freedom.
What the? Wait, no, is that the unnerving sadness of freedom?
No, actually, sadly, that's just one that was the first entry. It's just called Poor, Poor Richard, and that was the whole thing.
Well, I like the face on the pig. All right, it's
a great face, though, right, Christopher?
Pig's got big ears, but the face is like Victorian. Doesn't know where he fits. Probably a Brit, and freedom. Americans kick the Brits' ass to get freedom. But there's a little going on there. There's a little subcurrent going on. So I'm not just going to throw that one out the window.
Okay, so you don't hate it, but and the way we roll things here on NSFW is the winner's the winner until someone knocks him off. So right now he's on the pedestal. He's the current winner. We'll see if we have a new champion woo or the same champion boo. This one is called The Loser. The Loser. Oop, and I clicked on the wrong button there. Here we go.
I am here to let you know that I am the greatest nutcracker ever. Shut up.
Christopher, what do you think?
Well, that was funny, but personal taste, because, it's all subjective. I'm not a big nutcracker guy, so I'm going to have to do it.
Really?
You heard it here first. Christopher Coppola, not a big nutcracker guy.
So this went right out just on the basis of nutcracker bias.
That's nutcracker bias. When it comes down to it, because everything's kind of similar, and you got to reduce things down. You start using bias. That is just part of being a judge. I was not happy with the nutcracker because I don't like nutcrackers. Normally, you would have more than one judge, and you'd weigh it out, and it would balance out. But since it's just me, the nutcracker goes. I'm sorry, can't go there.
Well, there we go. Then we have pig face of the pig, or what is it? What was the first one called, Brian?
The first one was called Poor, Poor Richard, is what it was called.
Poor Richard.
I like that title, Poor Richard.
Okay, well, I tell you what, we have a second entry from the same person who sent in the nutcracker one. This one, maybe you'll like it better. This one's called An Emotional Breakup. Here we go.
What do you mean it's over? We've been dating for 3 days.
Now, see, there's a lot of things going for this one here, Christopher. This is our first with an actual actor, not just props and voiceover. And, it seemed like there was a little story there.
I gotta boo it. I mean, I like that he did this. I like the little bracelets, the feng shui things, and that I get some point. But go with the acting. I didn't buy it. It was making fun of the emotional aspect. And how can you make fun of love lost? You just can't do it. So
there we go.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, attempted and failed. Christopher Coppola says, "Boo this man."
That's right. All right, now this one's kind of interesting. This is I'm not sure what he was going for. All I know is that it's called The Unbearable Emptiness of Seating.
Well, yeah.
I always wondered where he'd gone, when he'd come back, when the chair would stop shaking. Why is he gone?
It's short.
That's satire. It's clever. Those massaged leather chairs, but the fact that he's making a kind of interesting satire on the unbearable lightness of being means the guy's got some brains. It's funny, and I like the way it pans back to his face, so he's making use of the camera a little bit, not just a still shot, so he stays. I would put him above the pig.
Oh, we have a new champion! New champion! All right, no, this is fantastic. Okay, hold
on, Brian. I think, do we need to pay some bills here?
You know what? I was trying to decide if we wanted to squeeze one more in before we do, but here's the thing, is we got to take a break because we've got a sponsor here at NSFW, somebody who has supported us week after week after week. Tell me, Christopher, do you have a website? You have a website?
Yeah, I do. I have a few. I mean, I have the nonprofit. That's probably the best one to go to. Paw Nation, Project Accessible Hollywood. PaNation.org.
Project Accessible Nation Hollywood.
Project Accessible Hollywood, PaNation.
Yeah, PAH, Brian.
No, PAH. Got it. Okay, now here's the thing. A lot of people get in their minds. They're like, you know what I want to do? I want to do some good for the neighborhood. I want to feed some people who need some feeding. And they say, I'm going to make a website. You know what they do? They go out and they use Microsoft Front Page. And they use their Comic Sans fonts. And they use their autoplay MIDIs. And their animated GIFs with the under construction. You know what I'm talking about.
I'll tell you what, they either do that or maybe in their, single bedroom Brooklyn apartment, they decide to start up a Tumblr site and post pictures of them and all their fishnet wearing emo friends. And what happened to Tumblr this week here, Bri? You hear that?
What did happen to Tumblr?
You know what happened to Tumblr? Fart in a bag 5 times and throw it off a bridge. That's what happened to Tumblr this week. 48 hours of downtime. Boo.
You know who doesn't have downtime? You know who has like 99.99 million % uptime? Like, because of their distributed networking, where it's like when all of a sudden they get a giant influx of people attacking them at once, it's spread out over all these servers and they can't go down. You know what I'm talking about?
Squarespace, Brian. Squarespace. Let me just say that right now, Julian Assange is wishing he had WikiLeaks on Squarespace, because not even the full frontal assault of the Chinese and American government could stop this thing from being up to make sure that your readers get what they need. Squarespace, it's all in one, right, Brian?
No, well, and here's the thing. It's like, look, I'm a busy guy. If I could, I'm sure I could sit down and HTML you a masterpiece. I could HTML you with the Thinker or the David of websites, but you know what? I don't got time for that, man. I'm busy out there making them dollars, right? So you know what I do is I have Squarespace use one of their awesome templates. And if you're somebody who loves to customize, you can use your CSS skills, your wizardry, to make it as awesome as you like. And then once it's up, using any computer, even your iPhone, you can post blog updates, you can post videos, you can make stuff happen, and they're not going to go down, man. You're not going to get Tumblred on your Squarespace. You're not going to get Square Tumblred. There's no word called Square Tumblr. That doesn't exist.
And let's say you're a dark wizard like our friend Dan Dirks is at the CSS. You can just make this thing look like 5 flea circuses tied together. It's amazing what you can do on squarespace.com. So, like you said, don't be like those paint-huffing, PBR-drinking, no-name navel pickers out in Williamsburg. Get yourself a Squarespace like a real human, pump your fist in the air, and understand that you're on the winning team. The Squarespace team.
Hey, by the way, you can sign up for a free, no-risk 2-week trial without even giving a credit card. Head on over to Squarespace, but when you sign up, you've got to use promo code NSFW. That'll get you 10% off the lifetime of your order, but most importantly, it'll keep Justin Robert Young's inappropriately racist readings still on the air.
Woo!
All right, you ready for the next one?
Even Asians love Squarespace.
Did you say even Asians love Squarespace? Is that what you said?
Prove it in a court of law.
You're saying there are 2 facts everybody knows. Stuff falls down, and Asians love Squarespace. Is that what you're saying?
You said that.
No, that was me paraphrasing you. That was me asking.
At the end of the day, Brian, you're the guy who said it.
No, but that's me asking if that's what you're saying. It's totally different.
I don't remember that. That just sounds like you really crossed the line.
Okay, fine. Let's go to our next entry. Christopher?
Okay, now right now, just to catch everybody up, and as Chaddington, can we get word from young Chadsworth McChaddington?
Yeah, what's up?
Have any quick fire entries?
Any quick fire entries so far?
A few. We need definitely more, so definitely send them.
Well, now listen, we're not going to have a lot of these. Like, so people are rushing, and I assume we're going to get more in the second half of the show as we move into that. But just so you know, this is the time to put it in. And as of right now, a young Brazilian by the name of Tomas Marit is in the lead for the main category, right?
All right, yeah. And now our next entry is called Zero Level Inception. Did you see the movie Inception, Christopher?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. This is called Zero Level Inception. Here we go. End scene. Nothing but a camera circular panning over a child. What do you say?
I like it. I like it. A little nepotistic. Now, I don't have a problem with nepotism, but I'm going to have to boo it. I'm going to have to boo it. Beautiful, angelic face, and it's clever with the movie, but it's probably a mother or a father trying to, like, put their kid online. You shouldn't do that all the time, so I'm going to have to boo it.
So you say...
I say something.
Straight from the mouth of babes. All right. This one is called Awesome Mustache. It's 10 seconds long. Here we go. Awesome Mustache. All right, for all of our audio listeners, for those of you who have no idea what happened, it was 8 seconds of a guy with a mustache taped over his mouth, and 2 seconds of him peeling off the mustache to reveal "Follow iPod Parf." So it's clearly a dig looking for some Twitter followers. What do you think of that kind of crass consumerism?
Well, I think he's making a statement on it, so I'm okay with that. But again, it's just one shot on his face, which is okay, but his face was a little bloated. Okay.
So you're saying, let's say, if you were the producer of this film, you got to take your star aside and say, watch the carbs, get on the treadmill. We got to get this face down to a manageable level because it looks like Jowl City up in this piece.
Yeah, it's a little Jowl City, and again, I'm the only judge, and I gotta imagine myself looking at this more than once, but I'm not gonna want to see a bloated face. I'm sorry, so no, out.
Right. Here we go. Christopher Coppola says,
"This is ridiculous."
That's right, and there it is. This one is called Pants Check. Have you heard about this Pants Check thing going around, Christopher?
No, is that like the kids that have their pants way down?
No. This is people who like to tell the world what's up with their pants. Apparently, all the kids on the Twitters and the interwebs, they like to say, like, currently on #PantsCheck. And so that's what we got right here. This one's called #PantsCheck, and we have not seen it, but we're going to see what's up with Pants Check. Here we go.
I'm not wearing pants.
Okay, well, I like that. That there's a kind of contrast, the Amish thing going on, the old school farmer clearing the throat, but he's trying to understand the kid.
He can't do what?
I'm gonna have to make that one the new leader. I'm gonna have to do it. It made me laugh inside.
So that's a new winner. That's a new champion, right? New champion.
He's not pretentious. He's not trying to say unbearable lightness of being. I know that book. I know the movie. He's just making a statement about kids with the pants. He's an Amish guy, clearing his throat, and he's not wearing pants. And you gotta love that. So he's a new winner.
There we go.
Justin.
Surprise.
You're not gonna give him a sounder? Come on.
There we go.
There you go. We got a cloud. Okay. All right. This one here comes to us from CMR 426. This one is called "Fat Guy Sees Something Yummy." Here we go. Oh my God! That was nothing but 10 seconds of a guy licking his lips, looking at something off camera.
A little more to it. There's a little more to it. I'm an Orson Welles guy. I saw some shadows on the right-hand side there. Looked like jail bars. This is about freedom, but there's probably something on the other end, like a Pink's hot dog or some great hot dog, but he can't get to it. He's stuck. He's trying to contemplate that. What does that mean? So it was kind of like an existential fat man piece. No, I liked it. I'm going to have to give that the next one. He's the next winner.
Oh, my God,
I totally agree with you, Christopher. I think it certainly has some Orson Welles influence, but I tend to think it's more of the later in life doing wine commercials drunk as a 400-pound man.
You like late Elvis or early Elvis?
Yeah, well,
I prefer. There was a contest for stamps. You can either have the early Elvis or the late Elvis. Now, personally, I go late Elvis with the scars and sweat. And,
definitely.
Definitely.
Just
Suspicious
looking like a
Mind.
rambling wreck on stage.
There was more to that piece than just the fat man. I don't know. Look at it again. There's some shadows in the upper right. It looked like jail bars. He has a pensive eye. There's a lot going on there.
I'll tell you what, and right now, Christopher, the chat realm is really a house divided. They half of them agree with you and think that this is a true artistic endeavor, and some of them just think it's a straight, boring clip of a fat man licking his big hog lips. I think maybe it deserves another play, right, Brian?
Well, you would say that.
Look at what I'm talking about. Take a look at the shadows on the upper right, and look how he's in his own little world, and it's a sense of freedom. Look at that. See over there in the far right, shadows like bars.
Like maybe it's not meat he's after. Maybe it's a young man.
Oh, well, the blue light on his face. It took some time to set up the gel on the blue light.
All right. Well, regardless, he's our new champion. Love him or hate him, he's the guy who sees something young.
Give the fat man a thumbs up.
All
There we go. All right.
That's right.
Correct the mundo.
This one
We
is
have a new
called.
winner.
This one is called M. Night Presents.
The camera is recording. Do something funny for a 10-second film festival. Love your roommate. I don't have a roommate.
Oh, so I guess the whole M. Night thing was that it was a twist at the end. He didn't have a roommate at the end of his 10-second movie.
Well, yeah, it was overwritten, didn't make a lot of sense, and then had an unnecessary twist. So, yes, of course, it was a Shyamalan tribute.
What do you say, Christopher?
I don't believe in the word boring, but that film was boring.
Oh!
GTFO.
That's what
Maybe
Christopher
it was the
Coppola
Bill
says.
Gates look-alike thing. I don't know. It was boring.
Put it on the record that Christopher Coppola would rather watch a fat man look at something yummy than see a Bill Gates look-alike read from a script. Just FYI.
Well, let's clarify that. I mean, I'm a Fellini guy. I have midgets in my movies. I mean, I have clown-headed cowboys fly at it. I mean, you gotta realize that I have a different way of looking at things, and the bloating is one thing. The guy's bloating, but he's that's different when you have a little bit of bloat. But a full-on fat man saliva smacking his lips, that's a whole other deal. I got to go there. Sorry.
All right. Well, maybe what will make you feel better is our next movie called 30.
And real quick, we are having a call from the chat realm, and I do kind of think that there's something to it. If somebody can put together a list of the movies that have been deemed champions at some point, and make an Insta poll so you guys can vote at the end. Maybe an audience.
A people's choice. Yes, absolutely. In the meantime, we've got 30 Days of Twilight. 30 Days of Twilight. Here we go.
Right.
It's cold. It's cold. The sun is gone. The day is done. I'm Batman.
Do you say I'm Batman at the end of that?
I'm Batman, yes.
I loved it. It was pure poetry. I got chills down my spine. It was a simple concept. Guy's a good actor. Guy knows how to recite poetry. The Batman line at the end was funny. New winner.
Oh, we got a new winner! I don't believe it! This is amazing! Christopher Coppola digs the Batman one. Wow.
You know that song, I Whooped Batman's Ass? Have you ever heard that song?
Yes!
Yeah.
Wesley Willis.
Wesley Willis. So that's the first thing that went through my mind. I whooped Batman's ass. So, if you're drawing from that, you get a thumbs up.
All right,
awesome. My God, I can't believe that I have not heard the name Wesley Willis in maybe 10 years, and it is you, Christopher Coppola, the Digivangelist, to bring it up. That is awesome.
All right, we got another contender. Here we go. This one is called His Worst Nightmare. Here we go.
No!
Let me just say that all of these are very clever. I think everybody's doing a great job with 10 seconds. You got to judge, but I think your idea of having the audience, distill it down to the top 5, that was funny. The Modigliani aspect of the guy's neck, the fact that he could stretch like that and make that work, you know, he needs to get applauded, but I'm still going Batman.
All right, no, you're sticking with the Batman Twilight. No,
Oh my God! So Jason Howell, of course, you know, a legend in podcasting. He unfortunately gets a.
That's right.
Now let me ask you this, Christopher. Is there any general trend that you're seeing in the videos that you are that you are cottoning a little bit more to?
Well, first of all, I haven't seen anybody kind of tell me crystal clear, in a crystal clear way, the whole concept of your question. And you got to know how to communicate that question. I mean, it's almost like we're going with humor here. So
Yeah.
I'm picking the ones that show me a little bit, they're trying to deal with your question instead of just being totally humorous. You know,
Yes.
so I am trying to stick to that, you know, and how clever they are and how they're interpreting that. I'm in a very good manner. But if you really look at the ones that I'm like responding to, there is some semblance of trying to understand your question. Your
All right.
top.
Well,
Your top.
all right, we got another contender, and then we're about to have to take a break to talk about some other folks. But this one is called Gears of Fail. You ever see the Gears of War game? You ever played the Gears of War game? This is Gears of Fail. Here we go. And I hit play, and we're not playing. There we go. Was that a banana peel that the action figure was standing on? All right.
It looks like the banana. Yeah, that it slipped. Although immobile, slipped on a comically oversized banana peel.
I liked it. That had some meaning to me because, you know, the guy's fighting, I guess, in this video game for some kind of freedom, you know. But it's dangerous. It's sad. If you know that everything could fall apart just by slipping on a banana peel, that is sad.
That's sort
there
of
we go. So
existential.
is that your new champion?
Well, I'm torn. I am torn between Batman and that, but I like banana peel humor. I get what he's trying to say, so that's the new champion. I gotta go.
Congratulations and celebrations.
All right.
There we go. Now, Brian.
Yes.
We need to pay our.
Well, I mean, it's not that I want to stop the flow of everything because I'm really digging what's going on here. We have some good champions, but the fact is, what if a nuclear blast took out Austin, South Florida, and where are you right now, Christopher?
Hollywood.
Hollywood. All bum. What would have happened to this show? You got a guess?
Yeah. We would do it again next week as horrifically scarred mutants.
We'd be dead, bro.
No. Boils popping up all over our face. And it's kind of like The Stand. Remember the miniseries of The Stand?
You can't survive a nuclear blast. When the nuke blasts you.
I don't know. You guys are like avatars, and I think you would live forever in the cyber world. Okay?
You know what?
Oh, look at that. Maybe that's it. Maybe we're already part of a post-singularity society, Bri, and it doesn't matter what happens to us in our physical form. We're going to be living in the ether for the rest of eternity.
So what you're saying is...
You might both be 98-year-olds, as far as I know. I don't know. You might have some little digital thing going on, you know? So
You know what?
That might be the case.
You know what? It might be the case. But here's the thing. Maybe you live in a post-singularity simulation of what the 21st century looked like circa 2010.
Okay.
Maybe you actually live in 2010. My question to you, are you willing to take that chance? Are you willing to risk the fact that maybe you actually live in the time that you perceive that you live in? Because if you do, then when a nuke goes off or your house burns down or somebody steals your computer, what happens to all of your precious memories? All the ones you backed up, your wedding day, the birth of your daughter, your first episode of the BB Live show, your first episode of the NSFW show, what happens to all those?
Pictures of your noseless great-grandmother.
Pictures of your noseless great-grandmother gone forever. How would you feel, Christopher, if those pictures were just not available for the rest of eternity?
that would be tough. That would be tough. I mean, you got to have the past to get along in the future. So,
What if
that
I
would be-
told
that would
you?
be painful.
What if I told you there was a way to preserve your great grandmother? Yeah,
Great grandmother.
your great great grandmother. Preserve her as if in carbonite, like Han Solo style, so that
Exactly.
no matter what happened, nukes
Except
go off.
that one, there would be kind of an indent because she wouldn't have a nose.
Right.
So it would be like Han Solo, but
Right.
it would just be a little dippity do.
Right.
there
But
in the
I couldn't do that with my nose. But the point is, so your great grandmother is encased in carbonite, preserved. For nuke goes off, she's fine. You just melt her down, and you're good to go. You ask her, what was that like, right?
So what happens to cryogenics? I mean, that's gone too, right?
I don't claim to understand it. All I know is that the wizards over at carbonite.com.
This is a very complicated nuclear blast metaphor that you fashioned, Brian.
all I'm gonna
There's a lot
say.
of ins and outs, ups and downs.
All I'm gonna say is that I'm pretty sure somehow Carbonite has figured out how to bring back the dead. And I don't mean in a lame-ass zombie way. I mean your files are dead because your hard drive melted, or it got stolen, or your house got burned down. The fine folks over at carbonite.com. How does this whole thing work? Justin, explain it to me.
Here's the deal. Elves live in their servers, and they copy everything down with magic pens. Now, you might say to yourself, magic pens aren't real. I would contend to you, Carbonite has found a secret stash, and they've equipped these elves to make sure that everything that you back up to their magical servers in Valhalla will be delivered unto you when you read 4 talismans together. Listen, this might sound really complicated, but I swear to you, if you go to carbonite.com, everything's on the back end. Everything is taken care of for you. If you go there and use offer code NSFW, everything you have on your computer, it's just going to be back. When this thing dies, it's going to come right back to you. They're going to take care of all of it.
Dude,
you get the talismans.
we are
you get the
luminous
elves,
beings.
You get the magic pens. Everything with carbonite.com, offer code NSFW.
Exactly. Okay, so the point is it's automatic, it's easy, it's safe, and it's off-site, which means, as you know, like you have your computer stolen, sorry, all your precious memories are gone. Not with Carbonite. Carbonite keeps them forever. You back those assets up to the cloud, my friend. That's what I say. Back those assets up.
That's what I say. Absolutely.
All right.
It just gave me a sense memory. You did a really good job, that commercial. You remember during Orson Welles' The Shadow, they had blue coal commercials. So go back to that, and you did a great job with the carbonite. So there's a mixture there, blue coal and carbonite, both necessary. Blue coal to keep your houses warm, carbonite to protect your past.
Say, that's good. That's really good. We need to get you to do more of our ads.
You know what? That's Coppola good. That's what I like to say.
That's not just good. It's Coppola good. Okay, let's do one or two more. I mean, I'm going to let you pick, Justin, from the rest of our contenders, because we need to pick an overall winner before we go to our quick fire challenge.
So I think you should be picking them because you have it available to you.
Well, I mean, you've got the document in front of you as well.
Don't. No.
You should have the document in front of you as well.
No, Brian, stop it. I really hope that we don't keep talking right now because I'm not opening the document.
All right, fine. This one is called I'm Not Sad. Nothing. All right. This one obviously starts off with 7 seconds of looking sad, followed by 3 seconds of mugging at the end. What a twist is what the chat room says.
That's a twist.
It's not up to us. It's up to Christopher. Christopher, what did you feel?
It didn't do anything for me. You know, I'm sorry.
It's still Batman Twilight.
He kind of he looks like he's from Canada. You know, something about his face, Canada, and I just can't go there. I can't go. Yeah, total Canadian.
Yeah, you hear that, internet? That's the
He
face
does have
of
a kind of
Canadian.
Canadian face. Like
Got
it
a
looks like
Canadian
it's
thing going
meant
there.
to rub a hockey puck against.
Yeah, well, the problem with Canada is they took all our film, you know, from Hollywood and took all our production there. So I have a little beef with Canada. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, the Coppola has spoken. There we go. That's actually the entire Coppola family cheering that video.
That was at their
GTFO
last
all at
family
once.
reunion. They all decided to record themselves saying GTFO because you never know when an internet show might need that footage. So they were
and
kind
we
enough to
thank
do
you.
that.
We thank your sacrifice.
Thank you.
That
Thank you for
that
that.
was perfectly timed. Now, I think we do.
I'm sorry. I saw the title of this next one. I've got to show it. It's called "Son Explains I'm Fruity, Daddy." Here we go.
Daddy, I'm fruity.
I instantly regret that decision.
Wait a minute.
I don't know. I can't. I got to give that an instant down.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Get off it. It's funny for you, but it's not funny for me.
Yep.
If it's,
Yep.
It's sad. Keep the kids out of it.
Yeah,
right?
I agree, man. It's like you're gonna get on the internet with all your horse pornography. It's like you don't need to bring kids in there. Come on.
Makes me
He's
want
a
to cry.
jackass.
I want to see stuff
Yeah,
like that.
internet's all right. So are we gonna declare the Batman Twilight one the winner?
No. Someone came after Batman Twilight.
They're the soldier and the banana peel, the winner.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Soldier Banana Peel.
Gears of Fail is our winner. Holy cow!
Okay. Well, here we go. We have that. So that is our Coppola Award winner, ladies and gentlemen. Can we please all stand to recognize Gears of Fail, the Coppola Award winner for the NSFW Show 10-Second Film Award.
Congratulations, Gears of Fail. Here we go. Chat room is unanimous. They love Gears of Fail. All right, so we do have
Well, we do also have the audience award. Can we please somebody in the chat room? And I'll tell you what, they really just they totally agree. They think Gears of Fail is a fantastic choice. It's unanimous down there in the chat realm. They are very happy, but maybe there are just a few people who might have a different opinion, to which we need somebody to put together an Insta poll.
a people's choice. You know what? We don't even need that. We'll just do a flash dance. You guys in the chat room, everybody start shouting who you think the people agree should have been the winner of this one. You guys just let us know in the chat room, and we'll figure it out pretty fast. I think it'll be pretty obvious.
So there we go. We want you to start typing what your favorite one was.
A bunch of people seem to think that maybe somebody, a young upstart named Jason. I don't know. Which one? Which one was
I
his?
believe that Jason's one was the Nightmare.
Yes, but I'm trying to find it based on these.
Where he fell asleep in the Twit Cottage.
I know. I'm looking for it. I can't find it. It's not
Well,
there.
I'm sure it'll pop up in the chat room because it's going so slow.
Chat room, you guys just start posting the
chat room
video.
right now.
All right, so that's coming up instantly. We'll have our People's Choice Award winner. Why don't we start talking about the quickfire? Why don't we talk about the quickfire?
Chaddington, can we get Chaddington on the line real quick?
Yep, Chad, talk to us. Go. What do you got for us, buddy?
What's up?
Do me a favor, give me some quick stats. What are we looking at in terms of how many came in, and what is your temperature of how they came in?
Yeah, a ton came in. Yeah, I mean, good turnout so far. I'm very happy with everything I have.
You did not answer his question in any way.
Temperature?
How good are they?
How good are they? Are they any good?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Oh.
That's not good.
I love Christopher. Christopher going like Jabba sitting back going oh.
Zach. Well, listen, Christopher, in a family of creative thinkers and producers, knows that pretty good is artist for terrible. It's been train wreck after train wreck.
Yeah, it's like saying that film was interesting. Interesting as a kiss of death.
Okay, so this one is called. This is our first entry for The Sadness of Freedom. Let's take a look at Adam. Here we go.
At least I'm free.
Pretty literal translation. Christopher Coppola, you do not look impressed.
Well, you know, I mean, webcam, you know, filmmaking is interesting, but you know, look at this. I mean, you know, look,
Exactly.
you know, do something with your camera, get a little physical with your webcam. You know, you could say, "Hey, art is above me. Art makes me free." You understand what I'm saying? All right.
He's just riffing here, people. He's just riffing, and that's what he came up with. So there we go. I guess the Departed video has one final piece of words to say.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Well, you can't, so you're out.
All right, here we go. This one's titled The Sadness of Freedom. Here we go. Not feeling it.
So wow, that was Brian saying no. Christopher, did you find any redeeming value in that one?
No way.
Well, I'm sorry, Brian. Yes, I did.
What?
You know, maybe it's unfair. I love music. I love John Cage. He's using a little Charles Ives quarter tone, you know, half step to create a little sense of melancholy. I get all that. So yes, I like that, but I don't think it translates well to the bigger audience. So, I mean, it's hard for me. Christopher says thumbs up, but in terms of getting the message across to the average person,
Christopher's in charge. Yeah.
All right, let's give it a thumbs up.
All right. Then thumbs up it shall be. We've got one titled Disappointment Movie. Here we go. Take it.
It's whipped cream. Yeah, it's whipped cream. Here we go. God, no.
That's a unanimous thumbs up.
Yeah! Chat room loves it, dude.
Entertaining, gotta love it.
Yeah, dude. It's whipped cream. He wants the whipped cream, and of course he gets nothing but air, and that's the end. That's just. Can we just call this thing? Let's get.
Let me ask young Chaddington. Is there any others that you've seen that you really want to fast pass to the final round to see Christopher Coppola's final judgment?
I don't think so. I think my favorite is I agree. I agree with Christopher Coppola.
It's done and done. Christopher Coppola, the man has spoken. Done and done and done. All right, so
can't go wrong with whipped cream that does not come out. You know, it's a climax that doesn't happen. It's a cruel hoax.
Hold on, we do have a very surprise last-minute entry. This young upstart,
wait a minute,
out of nowhere, comes up with. Some people are very excited about this. This is a contender for our original 10-second extravaganza. It's called Surprise Cameo by J. Jonah Jameson. Here we go.
And boom.
Does that do anything for you?
Well, I don't want to, you know, throw bones there, but there was something kind of Michael Nesmith and the Monkees, but gay. Okay, remember the Monkees? Michael Nesmith always had the little cap on, but it looked like you had earrings on. It looked like you had a little thing going with that little man. I'm sorry, I got a little gay vibe there. I can't go there. Sorry. I'm playing. Yeah. Look at the eyes. Yeah. Come on now.
Well, there's that. Okay,
well,
so
we do know that gay porn sells, as we found out at the beginning of this episode, and there we go. The lesson comes back to be relevant in the end. Christopher Coppola, actually, Brian, wait a minute. We do have one. We have one more that's come in.
What?
What do we have? Fire in the last seconds. The first ever in the history of this film festival, someone is going to go for the two-time champion, Jason Howell.
No, you know what's funny? It just arrived. We now have, out of nowhere, we have a quick fire challenge called the Unnerving Sadness of Freedom.
No!
Christopher, what do you give this one?
Because I feel like a demon, a kind of pest in some ways. it was a cathartic stabbing in the heart that I felt good. It was good for me, so I'll have to give it a thumbs up.
Yes, we have our winner! The unnerving sadness of freedom. It's Jason Howard. We're so proud of you, dude.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A shocking, really a
right?
turn of events that nobody could see coming. Jason Howell sweeps the 10-second filmmaking
It's an
award.
amazing
Oh
day.
my God, Christopher Coppola, thank you so much for taking your time out. Where can people find more information about you?
Well, they should tune in to the Reels channel, a cable channel that's all about Hollywood and making movies. And my show is every Saturday and Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturday, and 3 o'clock and 11:30 p.m. on Sunday. It's a reality show. It's funny. It's about taking the geek out of technology and bringing it to the people and having some fun with it. Okay? And
Awesome.
I am the badass, cat-loving older brother biker of Nicolas Cage, and you might find that kind of amusing.
That's good
go.
enough for us, man. You mentioned a
Brian?
bike and a cat. We're there, man. Me and Justin, we're like, can we ride on the coattails of the bike riding cat?
Dude,
Yeah,
I'll
and
tell
if
you what,
you
I
guys
roll
want
up.
to ride sometime. I'll take you out for a ride. It's
Hells yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dude, I meet strangers in the streets, and I go, listen here, there's two things I need in this world. Bike and a kitty cat on the handlebars. And let's rock and roll. That's all I need.
Done and done.
All right, it's been a pleasure. I've had a good time. I got to go eat my Peking duck. I'm
Dude,
very hungry.
enjoy your Peking duck. Thank you so much for hanging with us for the full hour. Make sure to check out Christopher Coppola.
Sorry.
The Digitalist.
I accidentally pressed a button.
Wow, that was highly bizarre that it just kind of came out
Say
of nowhere.
that, it's very refreshing to be with some young guys that are very smart, whippy, snappy. I feel secure about my Social Security in the future. So thank you very much.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to make that happen for you. Real quick, Justin, what do you got to plug before we wrap things up here?
Of course, we have just gotten word that the Weird Things podcast, which I do with Brian Brushwood and Andrew Main, who thought of the concept of the 10-second film festival, and I thank him very, very much for helping us out with that. We have a new Weird Things coming up, and it's a two-parter. Yes, like Harry Potter. That went so well. We're going to do it on Weird Things, the podcast. Go on iTunes right now and subscribe to it. One episode Thursday, another episode Saturday, and we still have listener spots. If you'd like to buy a listener spot for it, email me at weirdthingsmail@gmail.com, and of course, youtube.com/weirdthingstv for the YouTube series that we do on weirdthings.com as well. So check those out.
Awesome. And until next time, there's only one thing to say about this episode of NSFW. I think it's time to wake up and go.
Eye in a fire.
See you next Tuesday. Hey, now you're back.
Hey.
What's going on, buddy?
Well, not a whole lot, just enjoying a little NSFW and catching a few Z's in between.
Dude, that was hilarious. You are the best, dude. Come on.
Excellent. I'm happy that you enjoyed that.
That was epically awesome and awesomely epic in the same scenario. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. This is NSFW for...
Double complete rainbow.
You just... okay.
So just so you know, Jason, the way that Brian likes to work is to motivate him whenever he gets it wrong. He likes me to play the double complete rainbow sounder. So just so you know, that's what's happening.
Okay, I was a little confused, but actually it makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
It keeps him motivated, so that way he gets it right and doesn't screw up or mumble and blah his words or anything like that. Okay.
Screw you.
All right,
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay. So focus, Brian. Don't screw up.
Get your chair out of the.
It's been there the whole show.
There you go. Well, but now
chair
I don't
should
want
be-
it. Now I
should
don't
be-
want it there. No chair there. All right, here we go.
No, it's hands in the frame now, and his leg.
Stop talking.
I think it may be a moth.
Stop talking. Stop talking, Justin.
All right.
Here we go. Are you
Okay.
ready? All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is NSFW episode 53 for December.
Double complete rainbow.
All right, stop. All right, here we go. This is NSFW for December 7th. All right.
Double complete rainbow.
Don't, I mean, listen, no pressure though. Really,
Would
no
you stop
pressure.
talking. Stop with the
No
talking.
pressure. I just want to let you know I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
Stop with the talking. All right, here we go.
No pressure. Don't screw up.
This is NSFW episode 53 for December 7th, 2010.
Double complete rainbow.
What is it? Oh, Christopher Coppola versus the Infinite Sadness. That's what it is. All right, here we go. You ready?
Okay. All right. Episode 54 and go.
53. I'm on to you, Justin.
No, it's 52.
Screw
Okay.
you. All right, here we go.
52 and episode 27. Let's go.
This is
You're right.
NSFW episode 53 for November. God damn. Ah!
Rainbow.
Oh my god! Woo!
So intense.
Oh wow! Woo! Yeah!
All right, can we? All right, here's it. The chat room has the best quote ever. All caps it says, "How many times can one man win the internet?" You ready? All right, here we go.
There we go.
This is NSFW.
Oh, sorry.
Double complete rainbow.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
This is
November
NSF.
7th. Sorry, I was just reminding you the date.
All right.
And the Thanksgiving edition, December 37th.
Stop talking.